Okay. All right. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to
Welcome.
June's Book Club. It has been. I started reading this way too early, so it feels like it's been long. Really long.
I started early, but I didn't finish it until like a week or two ago?
Yeah.
Maybe a week ago, yeah.
Yeah.
And then like the next day I wrote my little thing out and I'm like, okay, well, it's fresh. Let's get this going.
So,
Love that.
funny you say that. Um,
Did you not fill it out?
I didn't fill it out, but I got it all up here and I got the answers to the questions. And I
Straight to
got
you.
screenshots. I got screenshots.
Yeah, there's a lot of good quotes. But
Yes, yes, and it's gonna look weird right now for a second on the stream, but I'm turning it up a little bit. There we go.
okay.
There.
So the June book is, or was, I should say.
Throw it in blue.
That's all. We met this author at Rewritten. What, March?
March.
Yeah.
March. And then Kendall and I got to luckily see her again here in Houston at another book event called Book Dragon.
Yeah, and that was
Where
a complete surprise.
yes,
That's amazing, though.
and so we were able to get her second book signed and everything. This is actually your copy, Crystal.
Yeah,
um,
I got a face call. It was like, guess who's here? And
yeah,
I'm like, I wouldn't even have a guess. I'm like, if it's who she really wants to see, she'd be freaking out way more than she already was. So
if
I'm like, I have no clue who it was.
yeah,
It was
if
awesome.
if it was one of the if it's one of the three authors voice act, if there are certain people, if it is, I would be calling Crystal, not even talking. I would be screaming into the phone, just like, oh
You'd
my
be
god.
in tears,
Yes, and
I
probably would
think.
have
Like,
fainted.
just cry.
She'd probably
Probably
hand the
passed
phone
out.
over to me and be
And
like,
just be
"Tell
like,
Shelby
her."
can't talk.
Shelby can't talk. Chantal Tessier is here and she can't breathe. Oh my god, I'm sending her $500. Get every single one of the books signed.
Pretty much. Pretty much, yeah.
That woman would
Yeah.
drain my savings if I met her. Drain it.
You told me she was here, and I was like, buy book two. And Jay was like, you don't even know how much a book two costs. And I was like, I don't care. Just buy book two.
I mean,
It doesn't
what are
matter.
the odds you can get book one and book two signed? Two separate events,
Right. Within the
months apart.
same year. Like, it's
Yeah,
especially because book two, like, had just came out
yeah.
when
So,
you guys saw her. So, which is awesome. So,
yeah, what really sucked is when we did, I saw she had hard special edition backs of both of
ooh.
them, and I was like, no, I have book one in paperback signed. I am gonna get book two in paperback signed. But it was so
Yeah.
sweet. They had little shirts made, and so I may like watch her stuff and get like one of the little merch shirts if it ever like pops up on her page or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Welcome
Um
back.
Welcome back.
yeah, welcome back.
But yeah.
And so I'm intrigued to see I don't know how many books she said this was supposed to be.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 books, because I know it's probably not going to be a duology. I did pick up a duology while I was there, only because it was my husband. I couldn't pass it up, because the second book was named Dragon Lord, and I'm like, that's my husband's gamer tag. It was in purple, which is his gamer tag color. I'm like, I I can't
Just
pass
had
that
to.
up. Yeah, I couldn't pass it up. Um, But we did that. I know that Kendall and I are probably going to definitely go to that event again. And it wasn't a huge event, it was very small, a little hard to find. Because the building itself was fairly big, so we were like watching where the crowds were going to figure out where the event was happening. The room was not huge, but it was cute. A lot of
That's nice.
blind date with a book people. A
Hmm.
lot of people with that. Problem was I owned like all the ones that looked interesting, so I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
So that was a cool event, and it was really cool to see her there. It was really
Yeah.
cool. There was another person there that we saw. Oh, she had the really pretty books with the really pretty bags.
That
We got
is that was a lot of authors. So
Yeah,
wait,
it's
is it
just
that one?
sad.
Is it
wait,
that
wait,
one
wait.
that we saw?
I have her picture. I have her card. I have her card right here. Right
It's
here.
that it's the lady we saw
Beastly
at
and
Weird
bookish.
also. Yeah, that yep.
Beastly and bookish. It's the one with this picture.
Oh,
I
okay.
took her card. She was there. She had her bundles and stuff there. She was right next to her. And I was
That's
like,
awesome.
I also got new pictures, which I can actually show you.
Jealous.
Well, no, I got you one too.
Okay, good.
I got you one too. I did. I got me and you the exact same one and exact same sticker.
Ooh, I love it.
So I also got you the matching bookmark to go with it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and then the sticker is just of a cute bee, cause bees. Um, well, in this book, bees. I am not a fan of bees in real life, but book bees, cute.
Yeah,
Love
especially
them,
when their name is Kevin.
especially when their name is Kevin. So anyway, off. I'm done with my tangent. I'm sorry.
Okay, I guess we should get into the book discussion.
Yes, 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 yes.
Hopefully, everybody is mostly done.
I'm mostly done.
Okay, good.
I
Yes.
gave both of you permission to spoil it for me because this was my own fault. I didn't read fast enough.
And I actually read really slow. um,
Well, I guess this question is mainly for. Well, I guess,
us. No,
Kendall
all
can
of us
answer
can
it
answer
too.
it. Yeah,
So, what was
yeah.
your overall reaction to the book?
I At first I thought it was a little slow. I did like the sarcasm. I love the I need my Dr. Pepper. It's life, and
Yes.
all of that stuff was really funny, really cute. I loved it. Um and then it got a little slow because I do understand world building does take time, and you have to build this fantasy world in your brain to let everybody know what you see. But it got very slow, and then once you get a little further into it, then I was like, all right, let's go. I got back
Yeah.
into it. So
Yeah, I do agree. It did get a little slow, but the banter and things like that kept it going for me, at least kept my interest, I guess.
yeah.
But yeah, I do, because I am a huge Dr. Pepper fan, and the whole like I need more Dr. Pepper, like it was hilarious to me because that's, I mean, granted, I'm drinking Diet Dr. Pepper right now because that's
Yeah.
my life. So it was really cool to have. But yeah, I had a great time with it. I did like the strange magical fairy tale where the everything was alive, almost.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the trees were alive,
Mhm.
flowers grew, and things
Mhm.
like that. Which I
Mhm.
guess flowers do grow, but they don't really like attack you or anything like that, or sing,
Yeah.
or things like that. So I did find that interesting, where everything was alive and somewhat slightly dangerous, depending on where you were and things like that. So it did. Well, overall, I had a good time with it. Like you, Shelby, it was a little slow in some areas, but
Mhm.
overall, it was really
Mhm.
or good. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a very similar experience with you guys. Just like I love the quips and the dialogue and like how I feel like her like Elle's perspective processing all of the things that are happening to her are very kind of like on brand of like if it were any one of us that were getting thrown into this, it was like, oh yeah, great, wonderful, lovely, just gonna keep going through. um and we definitely have something to say about it, and so I
Mhm.
thought like that was an interesting perspective that you don't see in other books.
Mhm.
Right.
And like the overall setting and the world building was really interesting to read. um I will say, like, I'm with you guys on where it was a little slow at first, because there's a lot of exposition and like the setup, and then trying to learn the setup at the same time to make sure everything makes sense. But
Mhm.
then it's like once you got it, okay, cool, now we can start chugging along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I definitely agree with you there. Uh, but so far, well, so far for you, but for us, did y'all actually like enjoy? I mean, clearly you're in the second book already, but did you enjoy it?
I would say overall, yes. Was it, my top read? No.
Mhm.
But the first like 60%, I mean, if it wasn't for the banter and the side characters, I don't want to say I would have DNF'd it, but the side characters definitely kept me interested, and the
Yeah.
magic system was unique, things like
Yeah.
that. Like, I was interested to see where the story was going. Um, but yeah, it was just the last 60%, 70%, something like that, really hooked me where I wanted to start the second book, because I am like 40% into the second book. Um,
Mhm.
no, DNF does not mean down to fornicate.
I did not put the should I put the warning in here cuz I wasn't planning on it cuz it wasn't one of those books. I mean, it had it
It's
in
fine.
there.
I mean,
Okay.
it's surely it's fine, whatever.
Okay. Okay.
But
Do
did
not
not finish.
fornicate. Do not
Did not
finish.
finish.
Finish. Not
DNF.
fornicate. Finish.
Yeah.
Two completely
Two
different
to-
F words spelled differently.
I mean,
It
it can.
could mean the same
Yeah, it's
thing,
just it could mean the same
but in
thing.
this context it does not.
In this, yeah,
But
for
yeah,
now.
so I would say it was a good book. It was just a little slow in area.
Yeah.
Shelby, what about you?
I enjoyed it. Sorry. I wish I loved the banter between the two main characters. A part of me, and I know the dark and broodiness of the guy, and then like the what the fuck of the main character was like very funny to read, but I like you said, the side characters made me love it. And it's I have so many screenshots of just side characters quotes alone. That's
Yeah.
and I feel oh so the guy yeah, that. Okay. Yep. It ain't a book stream until Jay does it. But um
uh,
but yeah, no, the side characters are definitely what made it for me. I did enjoy it, and like Crystal said, 60-70%, that's when I really got hooked in. When she got kidnapped is when I actually paid attention. Not really paid
yeah.
attention, but that's when I was like, okay, shit's hitting
It
the
hooked
fan
you,
now. I
right?
needed something to hit the fan around that time because
Yeah.
it was dragging at that point. I was like, and I don't mean that in a mean way. I just it was starting to get where I'm like, I need something to happen. We need this guy to come back. We need something. It's kind of the same thing. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
so once the side characters and kept me going, and then once she got kidnapped, I was like, all right, I'm sucked in. I finished it that day. As soon as that
Yeah.
60% hit, I finished it that day. I was like,
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
give me that at least.
Yeah.
All right. Kindle, just so far.
So far, and it may change when I finish it because I'm like in the last 50 pages or so. But like at the beginning, I was like, it was more like a meh, you know? It was like, I think because it was a little slow and I wasn't seeing things as vividly as I typically would, it was hard to really like immerse myself. But it's like at some point I was like, you know what, let's throw that out the window for, this book's sake and kind of just keep chugging along. And I think once I threw that expectation out the window, it's like, okay, yeah, I actually kind of did. Um, and I was definitely with you guys on the once things started chugging along. Like I think I really started diving into it when she got kidnapped.
Yeah.
I think because like it's like they were for most of the book, they were just traveling together, trying to figure out what she is, what can she do, what does this prophecy mean? And it's like, okay, once she gets kidnapped, okay, now there are stakes. Now there's
Yeah.
like a time crunch.
Mhm.
It's like that this is essentially like the big I mean this is like the big ending or
Mhm.
beginning or whatever happens. And so now that there's stakes and there's tension and there's fuel going on. And I think I thoroughly enjoyed that for what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Do you guys have a favorite part or scene?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Shall we?
Everything that has to do with Brax
Bricks?
Okay.
towards the end. Yeah, him. The friggin' the guard scene where he's like, "What's up? Hey Kevin, let's leave." Like I loved him in the end of the book when it switches over
Yeah.
to his point of view. I loved it. Like that I want to reread that so bad. I think I screenshotted almost every page in that chapter.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he almost gets stabbed and he's like, "Whoa, take me out to dinner first. Come
Yeah,
on now."
exactly. Like,
You're gonna
oh,
stick me with something, at least feed me first.
exactly. Exactly. Oh my god. That was my favorite scene. My favorite scene. Next to when she makes it to her grandmother's house and her brother's like doctor like the whole
Cousin.
cut or cousin, so sorry, cousin um is like, "Are you okay here?" And she's like, "Yep, I got my Dr. Pepper." I was laughing so
Yeah.
hard. So yeah, no, but he was my favorite. He was my favorite.
Mm.
He was my favorite scene. Y'all?
I would say my favorite part was the turning point for me is when his determination to get Ellie back after she was taken. Just like it's almost like that you could feel the pain, because he knew like
Yeah.
this is it. Like he needed to get this done. And I think that was one of mine, but I did like Ellie at the beginning. I think one of the quotes in that area when she was getting to the grandma's house, she was like, I need more Dr. Pepper or less or therapy, maybe both.
Yeah,
So she was
ab-
like, I don't know what I need,
Yeah.
but
absolutely.
it's definitely Dr. Pepper and therapy. Like,
It's like that goes hand in hand. Like we all need a little therapy.
yeah,
Some
some
more than
need
others.
more than others. Yeah, not
No.
Nah,
me. I mean, I
fuck
don't need
off.
any therapy.
I We all need a little therapy. It's kind of like everybody's got a little bit of the tism. We all got a little bit of therapy we need.
Yeah, it's called reading
Exactly. Exactly. That's
or buying
cheaper.
books.
That's
I mean,
cheaper than
that
therapy.
is true. I mean, maybe we
Is
should start going to therapy. You know, like $200 a week, for
Yeah,
therapy
because
appointments, and then we can go book
yeah.
shopping and go get
No,
coffee.
that's crossing the threshold to where it's more expensive than therapy.
No, because if you have to go self-pay to a therapist, that was costing me at least 150
A week.
a week.
And then you're but instead of going to therapy for 150 a week, you're spending 200 a week at the bookstore
Yeah.
doing
Fine,
retail
make it
therapy.
100. Make it 100 a week. Done. It's cheaper
Done.
than therapy at that point then.
I walk out with
Okay.
maybe, depending on where I go shopping, I could walk out with like 15 books with $100, depending on where I go shopping.
Depending on where you go.
I walked out with what, 9 when we went to half price, so I'll be fine.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh, this was a different trip.
yeah. Crystal and I, when we were in Dallas for Steampunk November, we went home with like a hefty amount of books from half price over there. No, we were here. Because we went to the one right
Yeah.
here by my house, then we went to the one at Westheimer, and we got a whole bunch of books over there, and then we went to the one on Westheimer, and there was a fuck ton of books over there too. They're getting better with their sections that we like to read.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Kendall, do you have a favorite part or scene yet?
Favorite part, probably like when she's getting the flashbacks of like the first L, the first
Yes.
Ellie. I kind of like Ellie rather than L. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's like because that's when things start like finally clicking into place. Because throughout the whole
Mm-hmm.
book, it's a lot of it could be this, it could be that. It could be this, and here's some evidence, but then it could also be this other thing, and there's evidence for that too, but no
Yep.
one knows for certain. And this time, she's finally like it's finally clicking for her. And not only that, but also so far what I think is the biggest plot twist is in this scene, and it's Peeble.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh my gosh, okay, that actually makes so much sense because I got to the
Yes.
point where like it's like the way Peeble was did not make sense to me
Mm-hmm.
until that point. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like I think that was the only time this book actually gave me a solid reaction. Like I
Mm-hmm.
sat there and I like closed the book and I was just like I just made this face. I was like, "What?"
Like,
Yeah.
So
huh?
I was like so I was yeah, so I was grateful for that. I appreciated that. That was almost like when you find something funny but all you do is you like kind of you just like exhale a little more through the nose. So
Yep.
I was like, "Okay, bet."
Yeah. Get that. That was
Yeah.
actually part of my next question is, the moment that really stuck with me was learning who Peeble was and, the first L to drop into the world, and
Yeah. Like where
I
it
don't remember
started.
once. Yeah, okay, yeah. Because that was book 2 where you find out exactly how that went down. So I won't
Oh, good
discuss
to know.
how that actually went
Yeah,
down
it's sitting right
because that's
there.
book 2.
It's sitting
So
right there on top of Dragon Lord.
So you do find out in book 2 how Peeble became, or how Elle became him. So that was
That
interesting. I
that
won't
I'm
discuss that,
excited
of
for.
course.
Yeah,
Yes.
that I'm
Yeah.
excited to find out because I wondered that, so I was like, okay, that's good. That goes, and it's the first 40%, so that makes me happy because I'm like,
Yeah.
am I gonna find out how this shit happened? Like, I'm really curious.
You find
How?
out a lot about the first 15, 14
Okay.
events of the past. Because
Mhm.
for everybody that don't know, like this is like the 15th or 17th or
17th.
yeah, I couldn't.
I had to
Bye,
sneeze.
Shelby. Hi, Shelby.
I had to sneeze.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I'm not gonna make that
We're
god
switching it up.
awful face
We're
on stream.
we're 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 switching it up instead of yawning, it's sneezing.
It's allergy season. Me and my dog are suffering, okay?
Not okay. No.
We're suffering.
But do you guys have a moment that really stuck with you?
probably Kindle, do you want to go first?
Well, I think the moment that really stuck with me was it was the same as yours, Crystals, because I think that's why it was my favorite. Was it was such like a pivotal realization, and
Mhm.
that's what really like that was. I think that was like the turning point at the end of the book. Not necessarily turning, not necessarily the turning point in the whole book, but it's a turning point to where it's like, okay, nobody knows what to do. There's almost this sense of like hopelessness, and then it's like, oh no, we actually may have something here. And I think that that's what it was like, okay, now we've it's like now they do have something, they have something to hold on to, and there's it's something they can try.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Sorry. Nope, I had a cough. Um,
It's not
so
one,
Oh
it's the other.
well, golly. All
I'm
right.
sorry. Um, blame pollen. Uh, so I actually fell in love with the fact of they learned they could touch each other, like actually hold each other in their dreams.
Mm.
Because in real life they couldn't do that. Like in outside of
Yeah,
the dream
yeah.
world they couldn't do that, and they couldn't be as romantic outside of that. And then you can the first time that they dream walk to each other, it really made my heart swell in that, because it's like, okay, they can be together but just not right now with everything going on.
Yeah.
So that was probably one of my favorite parts, is when they discovered they could dream walk to each other. I was like, that's really sweet. I hope something else in another book happens that way too. But yeah, no, that was one of my
Yeah.
favorite parts of the, well, favorite
Yeah.
scene moments that stuck with me was that part right there.
Yeah. That
Hmm.
makes sense. Shelby, how did the book make you feel when you finished it?
Um, I downloaded the second book almost immediately.
I started reading the second book almost immediately.
I
It's
got,
a
I
little
got,
devastating.
yeah, I was,
Like, not to spoil it too much for you, Kendall, but it was
yeah,
a little devastating.
it
I
So,
was,
gave y'all permission. You
yeah,
yes.
can.
it was a little devastating. It was definitely an ending that, depending on how sucked in you are, would grab you and suck you in to get you into the second book.
Yeah.
And so I agree with you. I felt devastated enough. I did download the second book. I still have the second book, and I read a little bit into it. I just I've been in this reading slump and I need to get out of it. So I was like, let me change it up a
Yeah.
little bit, and then I'm going to go back to the second book and I'm going to finish it. Especially with June's book. June's book does scream a little bit more what I read. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sorry,
Yeah.
July. July's book screams more what I
Oh,
read.
yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what
What
I
month is it
heard, but
again?
apparently.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll tell you. I have it ready. I have it in the chamber, okay? I got it in the chamber.
Yeah.
So,
So, obviously, we're not going to ask Kendall how she feels the book is finished. It's not
we'll
finished
ask her
yet,
at the next
but
one.
Yeah, the answer is I don't know. So,
yep.
Hmm.
Do you guys have a favorite character? I feel like I know Shelby's. And
go
I feel like
for it.
everybody knows mine.
I have four. No, three. I have three favorite
Okay,
characters.
go for it.
It's Peeble,
Yeah, that's mine. Like, if I had to
Kevin.
pick one,
Yeah,
it would be people.
Peeble, Kevin, because you gotta love Kevin, and Brax, Bricks, however you say his name. I loved him.
Yeah.
I,
I would say people for me for the most because the humor of that character
yep.
never felt forced.
No,
And
it
I
just
really
felt,
like that because some,
I loved it.
yeah, because you're like, you get in those situations where you're like, man, I wish I would have said that. Like, you can see those.
Your camera turned off.
That was
Kindle's
Weird.
profile picture
Ah.
right now. There we go.
Haha, hello.
Okay. Hi. That was really weird. But anyways, yeah, it never felt forced. It was like one of those like you wish you had a witty comment at the time of conversation,
Yeah.
and that's what it was. Like it was quick. It was like didn't feel forced. Like
Yeah.
some humor in books to me felt forced, and it was like, eh.
Yeah.
But this didn't feel forced. Just the most of my quotes are from people. Or
Same.
associated with them, so it really brought heart to the story.
Once we get to the quotes, I'm gonna see how many line up with each other.
Yeah, I only wrote down like 2, so I was like, I don't need to be spending 30 minutes talking about
No.
all my
I've only
quotes that I
got.
like.
I
But
think I have like 4. I have 4, but a favorite quote from a part that happened
mm.
that I will talk about.
Kindle, do you have a favorite character?
I guess I have 2.
Okay.
Because for most of it, it was how do you pronounce his name? Eltrian. Just because I feel like but only because he like knew things that other people
Mm.
didn't,
Yeah.
and it was hard to really get to know all of the other side characters to come up with a real answer because I feel like there's not enough information.
Okay.
There's not enough information. And so it's like if I knew more about them, then I feel like the answer would be more solid. But then Eltrian got knocked down to number 2 as soon as I found out who People really is. Because then it made all of the quips, and I don't appreciate how y'all are snickering.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was trying to be subtle about putting a piece of popcorn in my mouth.
Oh, oh.
It wasn't so loud.
That's so crazy.
No, but I
Anyways,
totally agree with you,
apologies.
Kendall.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause,
I do agree.
like, yeah. Sorry. So yeah, cause like all of the quips and the humor, I was like, yo, is that really appropriate right now? Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Well, now it makes sense because it's like, okay, so People is one of the very few that has like lived through and remembered all like previous 16 iterations. So at this point, I can understand people just not caring and joking about it
Yeah.
because it's like there's the experience to back it up.
Yeah.
She's relived it 16 times.
Yeah.
So, if anything, that's more relatable than anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say though, that's probably what makes this interesting too, is that it's like this has been redone 16 times too. So like depending on what happens towards the end of this, because this time it was supposed to be different. So
She was
yeah.
different. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did like that character. I guess because I had to pick a top 3. I like so many characters in this book. I did. I enjoyed so many of the characters in this book. So picking the top 3, they were part of my top 5 though.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce his. I know it starts E. It starts with an E.
Eltrian?
Yeah, Eldrian. Yeah. Um, he was in my top 5.
I would
But
say my next one was, I think it was Nimmer.
Oh, Namor?
yeah, Namor.
Namor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that one.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Do you guys have a least favorite? I
I
feel like
called him
there's only like
Arendelle.
2.
I called him Arendelle.
Aradel?
Yeah, I called him Arendelle.
Yeah. I feel like,
I feel like he was pretty much the. Well, actually,
He
I
was a
picked
booty.
somebody different.
yeah,
Oh,
I got weird vibes from a different person. But
okay.
Crystal, you go first.
It was Malachar is who I didn't like.
Okay.
Oh.
Because,
Okay.
like, because the other one was, like, an obvious choice. Like, he's, like, the main
Yeah.
villain. Like, I don't want to. He was the villain, but it's almost
Mhm.
like he was doing it for the reasons he thought was right. Like Malachar did it out of spite. Like
Yeah.
he was vindictive on purpose. Like to me, like he was the one I did not like because
Mhm.
the other one, he was like, oh, this is gonna save our world. Like everybody had a
Yeah.
different way that they thought was gonna save the world, and this was him. That's why he's doing what he's doing. But Malachar was just being a dick.
That is true.
Simple.
That is
Like
very true. I agree with you. I'll add that to my list as well.
Speaking of Malachar, speaking of him, I have a question for you guys. I think this is
Yep.
because it's still fresh in my mind,
Mhm.
but
Crystal froze.
yeah, I
oh,
don't.
Yeah.
My
um
camera's been all funky lately. Let's back on.
There.
There we go.
yeah,
Okay.
you good.
Okay.
Um yeah, so when the same chapter that we meet him,
Mhm.
and he's the one running the tests at the very beginning,
Mhm.
right? So he initiated that. And then after the vision, I'm reading the line and it says she she surfaced from the vision to find Thessian still cutting, still testing, still searching for frequency. Who's Thessian?
Yeah, I read that too, and I'm like,
I was like, where's Malachar?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I remember reading that. I think it comes up a few times in the book, and I don't really
Yeah,
know
because it
where he
sounded
came from.
familiar. And I was like,
I
what?
don't know if you can like
How?
X-ray it in the book and see.
You might be
Eh.
able to.
It'll
Oops.
do it.
Oops. There we
But
go.
yeah, I'm not really sure where that one comes in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
But I do like that answer because I remember running into Malachar the first time, Crystal, and being like, oh, okay, because it's like we already knew Aradel's whole thing, and
Right.
so and it's like and we're learning more about him towards the end of the book because there's going to be a lot of time spent with that guy, and so seeing that there's another part to the whole process and there are other people involved, it's like, okay, so we're diving into more like detail specific things that really adds to like the depth of the whole point, if y'all are
Mhm.
picking up what I'm putting down.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sorry, my
Yeah.
phone closed, and I have like my quotes and stuff like right here, like ready to go. So I'm like, wait, open
why does
back
that
up,
look like a lot of quotes?
because it's from the actual book. That's actually like the
Oh,
book.
you screenshotted.
Yeah, I
Okay.
screenshotted. Yeah, I was making sure I had my screenshots up so I can start
Yeah.
reading quotes and stuff.
So do you guys relate to any character?
Peeble.
Yeah.
I could see you being people.
Yeah,
Peeble. It's my
I'd say
spirit animal.
people. Yeah. I'd say people, but also like Elle in the very beginning,
Hell
where
yeah.
she's just like, guys,
Okay.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah, like
I want
Right.
to go home.
all I wanted to do was move into my grandmother's house. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
Right.
it's like I came here for one thing, and then I was gonna
Dr.
leave.
Pepper. No.
I came here for Dr. Pepper and
Honestly,
therapy.
I don't know. I would say Elle. I do like the fact that she was different from other characters who get thrown in situation. They're like almost instantly good at everything. I like the fact that she wasn't,
Yep.
and that a lot of her journey was learning who she is, learning her strength, and you know what she really was, things like that. So I really do like the fact that she wasn't like, hey, I'm a badass all of a sudden. It took
Yeah.
time, and she was scared, and almost more relatable than most of the main characters that get thrown in situations that
Yeah.
unrealistic.
Yeah, and that's something I've learned I do like is a character who goes in and they're completely doe-eyed when they go in, and by the end of it, it's like they're some badass who nobody fucks with them. The only book I can say that I'm very happy I went into it and she is a badass in the beginning was Book of Azrael. And this
Yeah,
one,
Yeah.
I I love the fact
that makes sense.
that made yeah, it made sense in that portion, but like in this, I'm very happy. Oh my
Not safe for work comment.
gosh. um I definitely can't wait to see. I mean, she becomes pretty awesome towards the end of this book. She's very good basically, but I'm hoping going into more books you see the badass that comes out of it as
Yeah,
time goes on. Like she did a lot in the first book, but I feel like there will be more from her the further we get into it. And
yeah, I agree.
I can't wait to see that development. So yeah. Da, 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 da.
I feel like I'm reading them all. Anybody want to read the next
I'm
one?
gonna read the next one. All right. What character do y'all wish y'all had more development?
I would say the side character,
Yeah.
Yes.
Nemar and
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vashel,
Vashel?
Vasharel. Yeah,
Mhm.
I really like those two. Those are the ones I wrote down because I do like their personalities, the banter
Mhm.
they brought to the story. I would like to learn more about how they became who they are, things like
Mhm.
that. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
I agree too.
I do. I kind of want to see like flashbacks of if these are like relivings after 16 different times. I would love to see flashbacks of their adventures over the 16 year like cycles.
book two.
Cool. All right.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
there we go. And so yeah. So we're all in
Your
agreement.
wish is granted in book
Great.
two. So you're
Great.
good.
Amazing.
I will get to this book too at some point. Um so are we all in agreement that with the
Yeah, like all 4 or 5 of the additional crew members.
yes.
I would love
Yes.
to see more.
Okay. Did any character surprise y'all?
Kendall, you want to go first?
People?
I
I don't know.
second
I'm
that.
really running through it right
I
now. I'm like running through
second
the roster.
that. I
Like
second
I
that.
feel people's like a dead given because that was quite literally a plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably also say I think Bricks just for like following up on that
Hell yeah.
vision.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say that one was probably more surprising than yeah.
Hell yeah. I agree with Kendall. Those are my people.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
People was
Those are your people,
Those are my
pun
peoples.
intended.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I did say the main character, the male, he started out, the classic broody, emotional,
Yeah.
unavailable, and over time you learn more about what he went through, things like that. So I would say he's a close third,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but people was, especially finding out who people really is,
Yep.
it definitely surprised me. I did not see that one coming.
No, that was like that shocked the shit out of me. I was like,
Yeah.
"What?"
I figured all three of us would have the same answer to that one.
Yeah. Um if you could give one character advice, who would it be and what would you say?
Anybody got one?
Uh, hold on.
I have a funny answer.
I do too. Shelby, go ahead.
I was going to say capitalize and make healthy Dr. Pepper where you are.
That's funny.
That way you have your Dr. Pepper and your therapy. Your man's there. That's D therapy.
Uh, I'd say Kael'ren would also need therapy, specifically anger management.
Yes, I agree. I
because
can tell you where
even
I can tell you where that
even
anger
L
can get out.
setting, that's oh yeah, no, even Elle at some point was like, you need to control yourself, brother, if you want us both to live.
Yeah.
You can't just barge on in here. And so I'm like,
Mhm.
haha, he needs anger management therapy.
Mine was along the same comment. I put try communicating before making dramatic sacrifices. It would save everybody a lot of stress and time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
agree. I agree.
Oh man, wouldn't have that been a great piece of advice to have last night when we watched The Crucible, Shelby?
That was not
That is a
planned.
different conversation for
That
another time.
we will
But
talk
that was
about that when the stream is over. That was funny as shit. You made
yeah,
that movie so much better. Okay.
yeah,
We
definitely.
kind of we've kind of already answered the next question towards the beginning of this, if, did it lag or shine, and we've already discussed that portion of it.
Yeah.
Was and we've also talked about the second part with
Yeah.
the turning point and the changes on how we felt. We have
Mhm.
discussed that. Um we did dip our toes into this next question. But we can go a little more in depth. What scene had you kicking your feet, screaming, or just staring at a wall? I'll read you the quote from mine that
So,
made me scream.
okay. Okay, go.
Okay. And noted, the entire book was something, and there was a thing, but this one quote had me sitting there laughing for at least 5 solid minutes at work.
Okay.
Which which was rebels, me, I'm hurt, wounded, mortally offended. I have I'll have you know I'm a free agent, an independent contractor of chaos, available for parties, harvest festivals, and occasionally overthrowing a tyrant. Very reasonable rates. I do offer a group discount if you're interested. And I died at that because I was like, all of this serious shit is going on,
Yeah.
and he
He's
made it a
essentially
huge
like
fucking joke.
yeah, he's essentially like PG-13 Deadpooling it right now, and
Yes,
it's
that's probably
Yes.
why I love him so much, because he just reminds me of Deadpool.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. What were y'all's?
Yeah. I would say the ending.
Yes.
I
Yes.
was like, really? That's where you're leaving us with the story? Like,
Mhm.
really?
Dang.
Yeah. So, and that's all I wrote. So I won't spoil it. You'll have to
We'll
finish it and
try
let us know
to
what you
I
think.
we're trying to keep
But
the spoil of the ending as minimal as possible, due to Kendall for one, and two, read the book.
and a
read the
third
book.
time, and a third time, I gave you permission.
I
Oh, we
know,
know. Oh, we
but
know.
we don't want to.
But we don't want to.
Fine,
I mean,
fine.
I feel like once you finish the book, or for those that are gonna read it eventually,
Mhm.
you know what I mean when I say the ending had me. It was
Yeah.
like, really?
And honestly,
Oh, you
with
literally froze on your staring at the wall moment.
dang, that's crazy.
Man, I need to figure out what's causing that. Because it happened on our stream the other day. That's okay. Looks like I'm back. Turning the camera off and back on.
Yes.
Anyway,
Turning it off and
Turn it
back
off
on
and turn it
again
back on again.
does work. Sometimes.
over and over.
Yep.
Yeah, but no,
Um,
I would say that I will probably be in Crystal's boat when I do finish it,
Mhm.
just because I've noticed like a pattern of like we kind of have very similar moments that make us
Mhm.
react the same way.
Mhm.
Um,
um,
but yeah, I mean, as far as other scenes, I not really. I mean, probably like staring at the wall for a couple of like comments during fight scenes. I'm just like, okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
treat it like that. Awesome.
yeah.
Relatable,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. So
Definitely. Um, I agree with y'all though. The ending was definitely like a freezing moment for me, that I was like, this is gonna
Yeah.
go somewhere. Um, did you predict the ending? on how it.
Pieces of it,
Yeah, I agree.
but not all of it. Like the overall ending, no, but
Okay.
pieces here and there, yeah. I did
Mhm.
predict, and it really didn't matter. The emotional impact still was there,
Mhm.
obviously, because it left me staring at the wall.
Yes.
So yeah, pieces of it, and a lot of the story I kind of predicted as it was going.
Yeah.
Not just the ending. It was kind of like I knew where this was going, and I kind of guessed on the
Mhm.
illustration, the different scenarios because they
Yeah.
hinted throughout the book. But
Mhm.
yeah, it didn't really matter, but I didn't guess all of it. What about you, Shelby?
Um, I didn't. Well, I kind of did, but I didn't. And that's probably what slowed me down a little bit because I was like, oh, this is gonna be a situation that I feel like I know. I felt like what I thought was gonna happen didn't actually happen, which I was actually happy about because that threw me off. But I, because I only got about half of it correct. Like you, I only got half of it correct. I thought it was gonna be both of them.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be both, and it turned out it wasn't. So I was like, okay, well then,
yeah,
I'm just gonna skippy my way down to the second book then, because what the fuck? So yeah, that was basically how I felt towards the end. It was like I couldn't. I got half of it right.
yeah,
So that kind of answers like the ending portion or the next question basically that
yeah.
answers that one. Are there any parts you would have changed or cut in the book?
I would say some of the middle sections to
Mhm.
me was kind of dragging in a sense. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
some of it was needed.
Mhm.
I didn't write any specific parts, but I felt
Mhm.
like it could have been. I put it. The middle could have been tightened up. Like could have
Yeah.
been a
Yeah.
little more fulfilling, I guess, or focused more on the side characters or something.
Yeah,
Um,
given us some of their point of views throughout the whole thing, not just the two main characters, maybe switch over to one of the others to show it from their point of view and their perspective on what's going on in that moment.
which book two does.
That's
So
good.
I will
That's good.
put that
Okay.
there. So I was like with you. I would like to have known some of the side characters what they were
Yeah.
doing. And book two does do that. So
Yes. Yes. Okay.
that's good.
That's good to know. That's good to know. Um okay. Kindle, do you have anything so far?
So far, no, I'm kind of in the same boat with you guys.
Okay.
I'm in agreement this again because it's a lot of like there's this it's like there's building the world and building the exposition to make sure everyone's on the same page, and then there's keeping that going even towards the middle of the book when the plot could be plotting right now, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like tightening all that up, maybe adding just a little more structure, and it'd be chef's kiss.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
already good, but you know,
Yep. Sorry, a sneeze is burning away from me.
that's the theme this month.
Ugh.
Has anyone
Apparently,
caught
at least
Shelby
it's not.
yawning yet?
No. She's
Dude,
even
you've held
hiding
it
it.
together for an hour. It's great. Keep it up.
Oh god. Okay. I think my allergies make me not yawn. It may no, cuz now I'm going to yawn.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Nope, it's not
Don't
happening.
do it.
I stopped it. Okay.
Don't do it.
So, okay. So moving
Yeah.
on. Um how how do you feel about the author's writing? Like how do we feel about how they write this this out?
Kendall, you want
I
to start?
yeah, I've thought about this the entire time I've read the book. and this
Okay.
isn't and I'm just letting you know right now, it has nothing to do with grammar or spelling this time, I promise. It's because I understand that I am like that to a fault. I'm sorry.
The fact me and Crystal just laughed the exact same way with the thing.
It's a
No,
knowing
right?
laugh. I understand. Yeah. I've noticed a lot of telling not showing with this
Okay.
author's writing style, and that's okay. I just like I've noticed a lot of like when you read other books, you know, it's common to not know absolutely everything about some characters right off the bat. You progressively learn as you go.
Mhm.
And I noticed that, like, especially at the beginning, there's a lot of like repetition that is said by the characters on some of their like inner motives, like within the first 100 pages. And I would read it and I'm like, okay, well, good to know, but I could have not known about this for another couple hundred pages or so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have had more impact knowing this later and kind of keeping that mystery, and because it would keep you a little more invested in wanting to know, like, you know, hey, what, like, why is he doing the thing that he does?
Mhm.
It keeps you interested, it keeps you invested. Which is, I think, one of the reasons I really wanted to know more about the side characters, because I felt like all we really got were like basic descriptions, and then somewhere in the middle of the book everyone was sitting around a campfire essentially telling their backstories slightly unprompted in a way.
Mhm.
Which I love the fact that we got that, but I would have been really appreciative if we got that in a different manner. Yeah,
Yeah.
period. End
Yeah.
thought. There you go.
Shelby, what was your thought?
Um I I like the writing style. I do agree with Kendall, the telling and not showing thing. Um I enjoyed I enjoyed it though. She writes how I talk, if that
Okay.
makes sense. Like the way that the characters speak is, I feel like, a way that the people around me would talk, like my friend groups and stuff like that. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. My friend group would talk and say stuff like that. So I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope the same keeps to the second book with the way. Okay, cool. So I like the way she writes. I
Yeah.
enjoy it. It's a little laggy, but that's the story. But I do like her writing style a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Same. Yeah, I put very descriptive, immersive. It made the world feel more vivid and alive because that's
Absolutely.
how she
Mm.
wrote it. I mean, it was very almost like heavy into like the atmosphere around them and stuff like that, which
Yes.
is great to a point. But then it's like Kendall was saying, like you almost could just tell us instead of, you know, writing it, you know,
Mhm.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
she
as much
does
as she did.
Yeah, like she does a really good job, like a great job describing like how vivid the setting is and like the atmosphere. Like it was like like it was almost like watching a movie. And it was
Yes.
with beautiful CGI. It was amazing.
Oh
Um
yeah.
yeah. But it's like once you get to the characters, it's like it's a little different.
I will say though, when I imagine this world, I imagine it a mix of like Fern Gully and Avatar.
Yeah. Yeah. With like
Yeah.
maybe a little
Avatar
Alice
is,
in
yeah.
Wonderland involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving, like, I feel like it's the beauty of the forest from like Fern Gully, and then like the beautiful lights and the weird flowers and the weird creatures from like Avatar. And that's the vibe I was getting from the environment while she was writing this
Yeah.
throughout it. So, now I did, in the span of Kindle talking, narrow it down to 3 quotes.
Okay, let's get it
Okay.
started.
I narrowed it
Shelby,
down to 3 quotes.
Shelby,
And of
start us off.
course, They're all people. Um,
Most of mine are too, so it's
yeah.
okay. We're
Um,
around people.
my first one is Welcome to Sexual Tension. Population 2 idiots who can't touch each other without potentially destroying reality. Sad trombone noise.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. That was a good one.
Yes. And then another one is your 70% repression and 30% murder instinct wrapped in a very attractive package of doom.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other one, these are all people, by the way. And it's safe house? You mean the creepy monastery that looks like it eats people? Great. Love that for us.
That was one of mine, yes.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Um,
People
can,
kept me. People kept me the
yes,
whole fucking
they all
time.
did.
Yeah, I feel like
Honestly,
no, go for it.
no, I was gonna say if it wasn't for people, I'd probably would have. It would have done a lot more. That
Yeah.
character really made the book, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
no,
Y'all's turn.
a lot of mine are pretty much similar to y'all's because people really like kept the hype going.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This one isn't necessarily a quote. I think it's just like I've read this throughout the book so many times. Um and it's like Elle's narration of like they're doing this because of course it is.
Yeah.
It's like that's just yep, that's what's happening because of course it would be. Of course it would
Mm-hmm.
happen. Because it's very it's giving like she's just done
Yeah.
Yeah.
with whatever scenario this is. Like if it couldn't get any more impossible, oh guess what? It just did
It did.
because of course it is. Because of
Of
course
course
it
it
does.
is.
Of course it
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, that's kind of like my favorite ongoing thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Kindle?
Kendall?
What? No? I'm
No,
good.
that
Yeah.
was it? Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That was
Okay.
it.
We
That
wanted to
was
make
it.
sure you got your quotes and stuff.
No, that was it.
Um,
A lot of my quotes were the same as you, so
Oh, got it. Okay. Okay.
I had a few different ones. I think this one was Al. About people is like this was very early in the book. Said, what the hell kind of name is people? What does that even stand for? Probably evil beetle.
oh, that was good.
And then oh shoot. I'm a beetle. Terrible puns are my only joy.
That is so true.
And then my last one, or I have two more. They were on the same page though, so it's I'm a beetle. Comfort isn't my skill set. Brutal honesty and excellent one-liners. That's what I bring to the table.
Yes. I like that one too.
I'm like, I like that one. I love that one.
That one got
And
bumped out of
then
3 because I liked the other 3. I was trying to like keep it in the yeah.
see, I got you because you said one of mine. I picked a new one, and
There
then
you
this
go.
one, that's the spirit, embraced inevitable doom with style.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Of course, they were all related to people because
Oh,
he's
they're
awesome.
always people.
Yeah.
They're always related to people.
Yes.
We already discussed the pacing.
Yeah.
Do y'all feel the book was more plot driven or character driven in your opinion?
Ooh.
So I feel like they were both intertwined. But
Yeah.
if I had to pick one, I would say more character driven. Because to me, the plot was important. But to me, what kept me reading was the cast and the relationships and
Mm.
the banter and things like that to me. But I feel like they almost like had to be intertwined in the story. Like
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah.
I do agree with you.
the plot was a little slow. I will get that. Like apologies. Like to me, it just needed to be picked up a little bit more.
Yes.
But I feel like the characters is what drove the story in my opinion. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it was definitely they like you said, Crystal, it was more intertwined between character and plot. But it's kind of like Elle as a character, she's the plot essentially. So
Yeah.
I feel like if you had to pick one or the other, I'd say it is character driven because it's a lot of figuring out who she is and what she does and how does she interact with that. Um, and kind of seeing how she changes throughout her time there, especially when the plot itself
Mhm.
picks up a little bit later. The majority of the book is more focusing on her
Mhm.
and
Mm-hmm.
how she's exploring this world and what's going on both in and outside of herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you there. Um, I do feel this was. I feel like it was more character driven because the characters are what kept me coming back and kept me going with the book. Um, was more the character development and seeing what was gonna be said next by people and all of them. So, and I mean the plot was good, and there was plot, which I have to quote 24/7. There was plot,
Yeah.
but it was I just the plot was there, and I felt like every now and then it got put to the back burner due to the funny antics of the
Mm-hmm.
the characters. And so as time goes on, I was like, okay, so you're traveling to do something. I kept forgetting what they were traveling for because of all of
Yeah.
this. And then when she got kidnapped, I was like, oh right, the story. Right. Uh,
Right. That's
right.
the plot.
The
Yeah,
plot, yeah,
that's why
it was
we're
like
here.
it's like we were going this way, and then it was like, oh yeah, plot, and then it went ding, like straight into like back into the plot. Like
Yeah.
we dived back in nose first, and I was like, that's fine, I'm cool. But I do feel like a big chunk of the book was very character driven. Like you're just following a bunch of characters, learning and getting to know each other, and then it was like, oh yeah, plot.
Yeah.
It's like let me just skirt back over. Um, that's kind of how I felt with that, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I also sort of have ADHD. So while I was reading it, I was like, oh yeah, there's the plot. Like, oh yeah, that's
Oh
right.
yeah.
Like,
What's
so
the story about? Oh
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So there was that.
I
Um,
was just waiting for people's next comment
I
of the
know,
whole book almost. I was like, what is he gonna say?
I know
What
you
is people
never,
gonna say next?
yeah, you never knew what people was gonna say, and I was like, that's the kind of character I like in a book. You don't know what's gonna fly out of that character's mouth. That's one of the characters you're like, let me just let me give you my opinion. Let me just hold people's mouth closed so we don't get shot. Like that's that's how I felt with it.
Yeah.
Um, anything else with the character and
No.
all that? Okay. Would y'all recommend this book to
I would I would say
anyone?
somebody who likes the slow burn romance because it wasn't a
Yeah.
fast paced romance and unique magical world and of course the funny side character.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't recommend it for somebody who wants a fast paced romance or a consistent action book
Mhm.
because I mean book 2 may be different, but book 1 definitely needed that world building and the character and dynamic and things like that. Like to me, like I think we've said, it was slow in parts and wasn't constant action or constant things going on. Yeah, they were always traveling, figuring out what was gonna happen to Elle next. So it was
Mhm.
kind of like if you're looking for a fast-paced, constant action, this is not the book for you. At least book 1. But if you do like the unique magical world, funny side characters, and the slow burn, it's definitely worth the read.
Yeah. You honestly couldn't have said it better.
Yep, you said it perfectly. Hi, kitty cat. Yep. You hit the nail on the head with that.
Yeah.
So, with following that up, what would y'all rate this book? So far that you've read.
Kendall, you want to go first?
No.
Okay. I put a 4.
Okay.
which is still
That's
good.
fair.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
don't get me wrong, a
Mhm.
4 is still a solid number. And I
I
probably would have put it a little bit lower if it wasn't for the characters.
You said
The
something.
characters like stole the story for me. The
They
pacing
did.
wasn't perfect, but the characters made up for that. So I
Mhm.
feel like a solid 4. I was kind of leaning towards a 4 for a 4.5, but I think I ended up just saying 4 because I needed a little bit more. I don't know, like
Yeah.
more of anything. Like,
I would
don't get
have
me wrong,
I would have
yeah, it
loved
was
like in the
decent,
middle
but
of their traveling if they would have gotten like ran into an ambush or something and they had to deal with it. Like if I could have gotten a little more action in the middle of the traveling, I think it would have done it.
Yeah.
Cuz I if I could have, and this is I'm saying this out of love. I'm not saying that cuz I feel like the next book's going to give me more of something. I did more of a 3.7 for the book
um,
only because of one, how long it took me to read it. I always go judge by time on how long it took me to read it. And on top of that, the that characters were great. The characters were awesome, and it would have been a 4 if it didn't have that lag. That lag made me put that book down for like 3-4 days.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
didn't I didn't want to read. I didn't want to do anything. And I was like, and I don't think it was the book itself. I think I was just fully burnt out due to I have
yeah,
a lot going on outside of all of this. But it was also just a, yeah. So 3.7 for me. But I'm hoping the next book's going to give me, since you said there's a lot more in it that I was looking for in this book is in the second book. I feel like the second book's going to give me that 4.5 for me once I get to it.
yeah.
So,
I think it would,
yeah,
but
yeah, definitely. So,
Yeah.
Kendall, you have anything else?
Yeah, I rated it a 3.75.
Okay. So we're
So,
about
because
the
I
same.
like I really wanted it to be at least a 4.
Yeah, same.
And that's what the vibes were like going in.
Mhm.
And that's definitely what the vibes were like right now, like
Mhm.
at the point that I'm at right now. But it was like it was that lag, and then it
Mhm.
was that say instead of show.
yeah,
Um, but the way that I really navigated that was despite those two things, everything else really made up for it.
Yeah.
And that shows a lot. It's like
Mhm.
it is still a really good book. It's just yeah, it's still
Yeah,
good. It's still enjoyable,
it
you
is.
know?
It definitely is. Yeah.
I
I
think
agree with
what
you.
people need to understand that to me, anything above a 3 is a good book.
No, yeah,
Like, it might not
definitely.
be my favorite
Absolutely.
book, and like I think that's the mindset of some people that if it's not a 4.5 or a 5, it's a bad book.
Yeah,
That's
no.
never, to me, that's not a
Never.
case. Like, even like
Mm-mm.
a 2.5 is kind of like it's in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, to
Yeah.
me, like a 2.5 and a 3 is like,
It
middle of
with
the road. It's good, but yet, there's parts that could be changed, things like that.
Yeah.
But like,
I just feel like a 2.5 is a solid middle because for one, you published the book. You did something that some people can't even do.
right,
Yeah.
So, I'm
I've
giving you
I've
props
never
already.
published. Right.
No, I write all the fucking time. I haven't even published. So, it's like if you you publish, so you automatically get a 2.5 to 3.0 from me for props for putting your art out there and putting your
Yeah.
imagination out there for us to enjoy. So you automatically get that. It's very hard to get me out of 5 sometimes. It is sometimes
Yeah.
very hard to get me out of 5. It is sometimes hard to get me even to a 4.5. Um, I'm always between a 3.5 and a 4. I'm always.
And
Oh,
that's a good score,
that's a
in my
really
opinion.
good score.
Like,
To get me to 5 is like you've got me reading your book at least 2 times a year. and there's
Yeah.
only a handful of books that do that for me. And one of them I actually have ready to listen to again. Um, and it's just I just love the story concept of it. It's just I'm one of those fast-paced readers. I am something boom 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 has to be happening the whole time. I like I've said before, I have ADHD. If you cannot keep my attention, I squirrel often.
Yeah.
So there's a handful of books that do it for me. And but I will always give someone's book a try. I will always
Right.
give a book
Yeah.
a try. So in this book, it may not be my favorite, but it's a good story. There is a good baseline for a story that I can't wait to see where it goes.
Yeah.
Cuz the next book, she's already 45% through it. And that says something cuz me and her read about the same pace.
Yeah.
So,
I will admit, the second book is not grabbing me as much as I wanted it to,
yeah.
but it is. I do like the fact that a lot of things that I wanted from book one is in
Mhm.
book two.
Okay.
You get to learn more of the different situations and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I do look forward to seeing where it goes, and it might be just like my brain, just like
Mhm.
I need to step away,
Yeah.
because usually, so I don't want to say I'm in a slump, but it's not like I need to read, you know.
Yeah.
Minus the audiobook I'm listening to, minus it being uh not a duet, you know, it's the female
Yeah.
reading the female chapter and the male reading the male
Yeah.
chapters, which it's great, it's
I'm in
fine.
that. I'm reading that. I listen to that right now.
But the female just can't do the same as Joe Arden or Teddy Hamilton can do. Like
That's so funny.
No.
yeah, so but it's that book makes me want to read it. Like it's a short book, I'm flying through it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm in just one of those funks. So it
Yeah.
might be just
Same.
me, but I do look forward to seeing where book two goes.
Same. And uh Kendall, do you have anything you want to add before we go to the last question?
No, no.
No? Okay. So, do y'all have anything you want to ask the author? If y'all could.
I have one question. How did you come up with people?
I
Did you
yeah,
know
Yeah.
from the story? Did you know from the beginning this is where
is this
the
your
character was
intrusive
gonna go
thoughts
from?
winning? Is people? Is people your intrusive
Right.
thoughts? Because if he is, hi, I'm human.
And I put like, did you know from the beginning that people would steal the show for some? Like,
Yeah.
he may not steal the show for all, but he definitely stole the show, the book, for me, because that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, is this your intrusive thoughts coming out? Like while you're
Yeah.
writing books, hey, I wrote this. Oh, this would be funny. Like, because I don't have that brain set. Like I think of things after the fact, which it's you're
Yeah.
writing the book, you can always add to it. But
Yeah.
like that would be my one. Like yeah, like there's just some side characters that kind of steal the show, just like Broccoli from the Fourth Wing. Um,
Broccoli, Riddick,
kind of
Riddick.
stole the show. And like I said, it's not like I didn't like the main characters,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened to me when I was reading Akatar. I I prefer Cassian over everybody in that book. I'd
I
rather
think
have
we
Cassian.
all,
And
yes,
I
100%.
yeah, I think I would rather Cassian. Or like in Quicksilver, I love Carrion. Or in like Fourth Wing, I'd rather have Riddick. And and I'm just talking about the popular book series. It's
Yeah.
just like I always like a side character, and Peeble is my side character. That is my homie that I feel like we would get arrested together. Like
Yes.
that is That is
As
somebody I could get arrested with, and I'd be fine. I'd be fine. Get me in a week.
long
I
as you
got you.
throw me in the same cell as him, we'll have a good old time.
Yeah,
Even
we'll
in
have
jail.
you cackling from the cell. Like, we'll be a whole comedy act for free.
Yeah.
So with that
Do you guys
all,
have questions?
I don't have anything. I just,
I
like I said, is people your intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, to follow up on like Crystal's question, because I love how you worded that. Also, like, what was your inspiration behind the other characters in the book?
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about the two main. I'm talking, you know, the crew members, even the villain. Like,
Yeah.
what was your inspiration from that? Where did they come from in your mind?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree with you there. That's a good question. That's a really good question. We should have asked that.
You should.
Yeah, but we weren't expecting her to be there.
That's
My,
valid.
I brain farted so hard I forgot what words were for a minute. I'm glad you went first to go get that book.
Yeah. I'm that
You know,
headstrong
it'd
one
be
that walks in
great
the
to
door.
see her after this, and then you can go be like, "How did you come up?"
Yeah,
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 how
yeah,
did
yeah.
you how did you where was your brain for this character, you know?
Yeah.
But you
And
could
I may have more
tell.
questions after the second one, so, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and I will say what I did think about is like how much she loved people when we walked up there.
Yeah.
Cuz her friend who was with her had like a, what was it? Kindle, a
Uh, Peebalina,
Peebalina shirt.
which
Yeah.
was a reference from the book that we hadn't gotten to yet.
Yeah. So it was super cute, and yeah, you can tell who the favorite character was for them too.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So but are we ready to show July's book?
Yes.
All right. So this one, you're definitely gonna have to check your triggers for this one. You're definitely gonna have to check your triggers because this one has one thing that all the other books we have read does not have, which is cannibalism. And it's a lot
Oh, I forgot about
darker.
that.
Yeah, it's a lot
Yes.
darker. And definitely check your triggers. And I am very excited to read this. The author for this book was such a sweetie. She was very proud of it. So, I'm excited to see. And the pictures for this book of the
Oh,
characters was
yeah.
really cool. And what drew
And the
me in,
map.
the map, everything. And on top of all of that, if I believe if I have it here, I don't think I have it at the top. Um, this one, the girl looks like Kim Possible.
I can't remember.
I believe
I
it
don't
was the
have the
one
book
where she looked like
with me.
Kim Possible. Hold on, I have all the art in this little black. I kept up with it.
Even
Yeah.
at the like the very first page of the book, you get to see some like character art from the main two characters, which is super cool. Like
Yeah.
right before the map even shows up.
Yep, and I love that.
Yes, this is another author we met at Rewritten. Which,
Yes.
speaking of Rewritten, they do have Chapter 2 dates out. It is
Yes.
February 19th and 20th. So if you are in the Dallas area, or if you have time to plan, I would highly, highly recommend going, supporting
Definitely
them.
go.
Us three will be there
Yes.
for sure.
For sure.
Um,
If
if not,
anything,
there
at
might be some
least.
murder happening because
Yes.
I am definitely going and I don't want to go alone. So
Yes.
definitely check it out.
I am going. I am going. I am going. I'm looking for the damn pictures. Give me a second. I have to get the.
Squirrel.
Yeah. I just, I'm very proud of the amount of books I own, but it's also a huge pile. Okay. I think I still have all
I,
the pictures in
I will throw this out there. Rewritten is a free event.
Yes, Rewritten is
Even chapter
free.
2. So
good to know.
yes. So to get in, it's a free event. So need to, if you're not in the area, you might have to
Okay.
get an Airbnb. Okay, Shelby, show us the picture.
So I can show you. They kind of given. I think she had red hair. She was giving Kim Possible vibes.
Yeah.
But that is what. So yeah, I know I have art for her. I just have to find it. I put them all in a certain spot because I was gonna do like a little collage of all the art for these books.
I'm sure, like if you find it, you could post it in the book chat Discord too.
Yes.
I can once I do find it. If I don't, it's okay.
I think I have them somewhere. I'll have to look as well.
Yeah, because I also put, if it was a book, if I didn't get the art, then I definitely got the bookmark, and I have all my bookmarks up in my cute. You know what? I'll grab it because this is what I'm allowed to do. In my cute 3D printed bookmark holder. See what I did there?
Yes, I see.
Goat.
If you would like one, let us know.
Yes, you can get it on our website. Sorry, I'm looking for the freaking thing. Okay, no, I don't have it here right in front of me. I'm so sorry. I'm a failure.
Shut up.
Yeah, I don't have it.
I don't want to hear that self-deprecating talk here.
And I do not think we have a date for the stream on this one.
Not yet.
As of yet.
We will discuss it and get posted in the chat.
It will probably be Sunday, one of the Sundays towards the end of the month at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. We do know that will be the new time going forward. Most likely, unless something comes up, of course.
Like it did
but
today.
But we're all flexible. That's okay.
We are.
Which I'm glad we had it early that way, because we are leaving sometime for dinner.
Yep. I get that. I know y'all both have dinner plans. I'm gonna go back into my little hole right here and nap. But
yeah,
definitely be on the lookout on our Discord. We will post the date and time. And my streams will either happen before it or it'll happen Saturday nights prior to. I am streaming tomorrow morning. I am heavily into Planet Crafter right now.
Okay.
So I'll probably be playing that in the morning. Unless my sister gets on, then I may be helping her with Coral Island. One of the two.
Sounds like a good plan, but be sure to check us out. The RUM-Gaming monthly pulse is also Tuesday, if I can remember correctly. That way they can talk about 4th of July with all the fireworks and stuff. It's a lot of, some veterans can have difficulties during those times. So,
yes.
Of course, join us for that. So join us Sunday morning, tomorrow morning, and then Tuesday, and then
Wednesday.
Big Texas Goat and myself will be streaming on Wednesday for our follower keys on World of Warcraft. So we got lots of streams coming up.
Yeah, we got quite a few streams this week. So yep, stay tuned. And I'm hoping it's getting close to the time of the year when I start taking off more time because I have to blow my PTO somehow. So I may, if I'm not out of town and doing stuff, I may just boot up the stream to stream. So also be a lookout on that too. The outside of schedule streaming.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. But with that, I will see you all tomorrow, and book club will commence end of July. We'll let you know what day it is. Just take a look at the book chat.
Yes, and again, check your triggers on this
Please.
one. I wouldn't say the Throne of Bloom. You would really need to check triggers as long as you're okay with, intimacy. It does not go into the super too much detail,
Mhm.
but this one definitely, it's a darker book. Please check your
Yeah.
triggers because your health is more important than reading books
Yes. Yes.
sometimes.
Sometimes.
All the time.
Some of us are just numb to it now.
Some of us
So,
can handle more than others.
yes. 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 Some of us can definitely handle more than others.
But again,
So,
if this is not your type of book, please don't read it. You can still join us to talk about it or just skip it.
you
But
can,
we look forward to seeing you next time. And
yeah.
always, if you have a suggestion, please let us know. Right now, there's only like 3 of us deciding on books, so we would love to have other inputs and other people joining us. So if you want to join us, please do so.
Please, 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 please join. Um, it's very fun to get other people's input on what to read.
Yes.
So yeah. But with that, um, we actually kept this under an hour and a half for once. Success. And with that, keep an eye out on everything, and I hope everybody has a good rest of their Saturday. And I will see you in the morning.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.